Hello guys, I'm Michael Chang, the professional tour guide and gourmet in Xian. I've already been in this city for over half of my lifetime, so I know all the best food. So today I'm going to show you the #1 dish in the city and the most traditional food in the town, which can never be found in any other places. What is it? Let's have a look. So we are in the restaurant now. It's a very small restaurant in the hidden corner of the city. And you can never find it yourself without a local guide. You can see that pretty small but very traditional. And that's what we get. That's what we get. Like a pita bread with an empty bowl. And how do we do with that? I will show you. There is something we're going to do ourselves. So we join the process of cooking. You know, what do we do with this pita bread? We're going to break them into tiny pieces. And later we're going to leave them to the kitchen. Then they will cook that with lamb soup. So, and some transparent noodle and lots of spices. So then you can find out what do we get. See, I'm going to show you how to break this bread. Break them from the middle, make them into 2 halves, and then make the pieces into soybean size or peanut size. Soybean size. The smaller, the better. But sometimes people like big pieces as well. But if it's smaller, it could be easier and it could be cooked easier and faster. And by the way, they all kind of unleavened pita bread, pretty solid and pretty heavy. They're going to be really filling after eating that. Like it is pita bread soaked in lamb soup. It's so special in its town. It is said that it has a history over 1,300 years. Actually, pita bread, it's not indigenous thing in China. It was introduced into China from Iran back to 1,300 years ago. And it happened that people in this area had a pretty good way for making lamb soups. Then after this pita bread introduced into this area, they started to use the new way to make that, to cook them in the lamb soup with various kinds of spices. Since this city is also the starting point of a Silk Road, so lots of spices were also introduced into this area back to that time. You can see there are 2 kinds of this pita bread. One is machine made, and actually there is not any personality having these machine made pieces, because all these pieces are the same. But this one made by yourself, it has your personality. It has your own special taste. So that's why we always do it ourselves. Now you can see not too many people come here because we are actually early for lunch. Right now it's pretty early for lunch. Just 10 o'clock in the morning to come here to make a video. So the boss is right here. 每天100多瓦，100多瓦，哦，还可以，还可以，还不错。就是主要是咱这周围邻居啊，就是汤民做的。So the owner of the restaurant told me that they mostly cook for the neighbors and friends. They know each other very well, so we can trust their quality. So every day they can sell about 100 to 150 bowl of these noodle-like thing. 这是一直做，一直做。一直做的，你别说话了，光混都是。So you see, the boss of the restaurant told me that he was born with some kind of skill for cooking this food. So it's just like his lifetime career. 这样穷，速度用完4种交界都是种地。来，给粥啊。嗯。泡馍。水围城， Let's have a look at how do they cook that. I don't know. Yeah, cool. Can see these big lamb pieces. It's like a juicy lamb, but right now already cooked and dry. Got a little bit of fat on that. Fire is coming. So we're ready. So you can see that the soup on the side. This is the lamb soup has been stewed for over 10 hours. Like they started to prepare that last night, and then in the morning around 9, 12 o'clock, it's ready. So the fire is coming. Oh, hear the sound? It's overwhelming, you see that? I can feel the heat. So they put the soup inside and a little bit of marrow oil from these bones. Say the mung bean noodle, and green onion, because the soups are already made with various kinds of spices. And the first night, so we just need to heat that and then put the paomo, the bitter bread pieces in. Just cook it a little bit for a short while. The surface of this bread will be soft with this lamb soup, and the inside is still chewy and keep its texture. And most of the time the pieces, if they're smaller, it's better. Because they could be cooked easily. Look at that, with such a big piece of meat and such a solid pita bread. All these turn to be a perfect combination, and it will be quite filling. I can smell the smell of cinnamon, star anise, cumin, dried ginger. 日本人说这个蔬菜泡馍，这种是蔬菜泡馍。你看，你这顶着在这儿，这混家。After a while, you can see not much soup left inside of the wok. Whole bread, and it is really beautiful, very hot and warm, and the smell is so good because there are various kinds of spices like cumin, like star anise, like cinnamon, with maybe over 10 different kinds of spices, and something green like green onion and garlic leek or something like that. It's really good. So we got these. You see, looks pretty simple. Something white, something brown, something green. But the smell is so good, and at the same time we get some side dish. Especially there's pickled garlic. While eating this dish, we definitely need to try some pickled garlic. It's a sweet and sour taste, because sometimes, you know, the noodle, this dish seems a little bit greasy. So eating this pickled garlic will just keep the taste more moderate, or keep a balance of the taste of this soup. But sometimes when people get that, they don't know how to eat, they just stir that mix everything together. But when eating this, the most traditional way is you slurp. See, you eat from the side and slurp these pieces. That's really amazing. Pretty rich in taste. You see these pita pieces, just halfway cooked. The surface is so all soaked with this soup, and with the flavors of these spices, but the inner part is still chewy and still has its texture. 味道不错，没甜。So we got this local drink, orange, like an orange juice, but it's a local Fanta called Ice Tea. Has been popular for over 30 years. So this orange juice, Fanta, with this pickled garlic, that's a perfect match together with this dish. You can see it's a massive lamb piece, and that's a green onion. This transparent mung bean noodle, very nutritious, very rich in taste, very flavory. I really like that. So if you guys want to try this, come here and tell me, and come here with me.